Gonna make you a little video here. Not the best day for videoing. It's windier and all get out, but it'll give you a good idea of how well this boat handles when it's rough. Everybody else in here is bouncing all over the place, and good old FantaSea just sits there like a rock. Take a walk up front here. It's probably going to get a little noisy and windy once you get past that nice windbreak there. If I can even stand up. Getting about 30-mile-an-hour winds here. You can see why I would like to move her to a more secure spot. But you can see how she rides. It just sits here like a tank. Because she's designed right. Take a walk through the inside. Apologize again for the nasty weather today. Not my doing. Yesterday was gorgeous and flat out here. This is a neighboring boat down there. He's got quite a project going on. Come on aboard. Take a walk out front here first. This would be the forward deck or foredeck. You can see it is hammering out here. A gorgeous spot when it's a nice day, but we're about ready to get some storms here. If I can keep my finger out of the camera. You got a lot of room up here. Sit here in my favorite spot. Just digging in. That's Port Pierce City Marina over there. That's one potential spot we can take it that's protected. There's no waves hitting that today over there. Really ever. It's all barriered off, and it's very hard to get into waiting list. And we'll head on back. Let's go inside here. It's a little less windy, I think. That's nicer. You can see it's hammering out there today. This is on the end dock. You got about a 12-mile view. Those two chairs need to be replaced. I checked into redoing them because they're very comfortable, but it's more than what they cost new. Couch has just been done. Hope you like the blue. All new headliners. New sunscreens in the back. I'll open those up in a bit so you can see more. The new electrical panel I put in for all the DC and AC in the cockpit. That middle cushion is the one I don't like there. I keep those on the table so people don't scratch it. The two entry doors you can see are 1-inch thick acrylic. I made both of those. TV and stereo are down in this cabinet. This door is called a Tambour Door. It actually just rolls shut like that. It was frozen when I bought the boat. I redid all that. We'll take a look in the pilot house here. Should right now. There we go. Everything as you come in here, you see this wood is a different color. Everything out here is teak. Once you go inside, everything is mahogany. You can hear that wind howling. Pilot house, and that leads down to the lower salon. We'll go down there in a bit. And we'll take a walk up to the fly bridge, up to these steps right here. At least it's a little sunny today, but it is windy. It's a little noisy here, probably. There's the lift to raise the tender. Excuse me. Tower. The bimini frames are all in great shape. Just needs the canvas made. This all I just painted a year or so ago. That lid I have to fix. Somebody flipped it backwards. You can see how rough it is, and this boat is just barely moving. That's what I love about her. She's just a steady rock. This I actually added. This seat used to sit down. See if I can sit over here a little bit. You know, the wind, the sun. This seat used to be real low here, and I raised it. There's actually a 4-ton air conditioner in there for the lower salon, or for the lower area of the upper salon. Real comfy sitting up here. You got a great view of the boat. You can see everything from here. You can see that poor catamaran over there getting his, you know what, handed to him. And we're just sitting here just nice and comfy. These guys are even on the inside of the breakwater and they're getting torn up. But that's what's good about this boat. She's solid. Beautiful day out, just quite windy. Real nice, comfortable seating though. This is the greatest spot in the boat. That and the front deck. Those cushions out there are amazing. So let's head on back down. There's your hatch to below. All these are little latches that release. Much quieter. These headliners I put in. This is 1/8 inch acrylic, basically a Formica product. And a pilot seat. And we'll head down to the lower salon. This room, I'm gonna sit here a minute and let you take a look. Over there, those are the bolsters for the cockpit, those blue and white striped. That's the fishing chair that goes with the boat. May or may not want to have it out a lot of the time. It takes up a lot of room in the cockpit. Normally over there where those bolsters are, you'd have a nice couch and then a couple chairs, accent chairs, a nice coffee table. And it's a real comfortable room. Real quiet room. Good room for reading. Little cabinet I built. When I bought this boat, all of this was mirrored. Everything in the front, the windows, the top of the countertops, which are marble now, were all mirrored. And that's your fighting chair. Those cabinets were also mirrored, which I'm not a fan of mirrors so much. All the cabinets are solid wood. You can see there's no plywood. Everything is just built with solid wood. And we'll go on back here to the aft cabins. Let's head down below here. This is your guest room. As you can see, all beautiful mahogany in here. These bed frames even, instead of like everything nowadays is made from plywood, you can see that's two like 9-10 inch mahogany boards. Solid mahogany drawer fronts. They go the full length. Same thing on this side. You can see that. And a nice chest of drawers in the middle. All very well built. 60 years old. This is solid mahogany. There's no plywood on that door. I built all the tops to it. We've got some switches. I don't know why that's showing that dark spot. I guess that's a reflection because there isn't one. Let's see. The lights in here. And the windowsill, we put all new on there. New thermostat. Re-veneered all these doors. These are actually original. Just refinished those. Let's see if we can back up this way a little bit and get a better angle of the room. Here's a little better angle. My favorite picture. If you can find something you like better, I'd love to have it back. But no worries. Here's the guest bathroom. You can see how quiet it is in here, and then you look outside and it's actually quite rough out there. And that's slapping right against the side of the boat, and it's not really even moving much. Shut that. I got an exhaust fan here for the shower. And your shower is behind this door. That's a little clownfish. Really nice size shower. My favorite shower. The master one is much prettier, but this one's a little easier to keep clean. Head back here to the master stateroom. As the sign says, Royal Suite. This bed frame I made out of a wood called Santos mahogany. Excuse me. And this is all the original mahogany. You can see the color is just matches beautifully. You can't get this mahogany, this red mahogany anymore. And the Santos, which Dean makes beautiful bed, but you can't see the beautiful bed frame. And that little little setting area here, makeup area, I guess that would be. Same thing, solid mahogany. The craftsmanship in this stuff is amazing. The finish I of course put on, it's 14 coats of clear acrylic on everything inside this boat. You can't really tell too much because of the lighting, but this is a mother of pearl tile on this and the little ledge up here on top. And I'll say hi, hello to everybody. And then we'll go into the master bathroom. This was the masterpiece, but I would never suggest doing glass tiles with this many angles. As you can see, all those little triangles everywhere, all got to be laid in with tweezers. And they just keep going. Came out beautiful, but it was quite the project. You can see the little triangles start there, and then they start again over here. They go pretty much everywhere. And I built all this acrylic door. It's all 1/2 inch acrylic. Entry doors are 1 inch. Little latch there to pull it shut. Little seat where you can sit down. That's where all the equipment, all the valves and everything are underneath the seat when you lift it up. I could probably lift that. Well, actually not. It needs a latch on it. What you really got to do is push like that and get it open. And that's how simple that works. Instead of sitting in that other shower working on everything, everything is hooked up right in here. Too many mirrors in this boat. Keeps catching me in the mirror. There's a real nice flagpole for the transom. This long one and this short one is what they call a burgie. This goes up on the bow of the boat. And we'll head back on up to the main salon, and I'll give you a tour of the cockpit in a little bit here. Spin around in here. You can see there's just view in every direction. Unbelievable the amount of waves, and this boat really is not moving. That is bouncing a little, but not compared to the rest in the marina. I'll try to get some angles from up here. Just once you're down there, it's hard to see everything. The forward room up there is the forward bunk. And that's why all these little latches are on everything. That way stuff doesn't bounce around. You can kind of get a good angle here and see all the way back to the master stateroom. That fighting chair alone is probably 30 grand nowadays. Brand new refrigerator. Gonna change this thermostat to a new one like the rest. And believe it or not, someone glued yellow Formica on both sides of those beautiful mahogany lattice cabinets. Probably 500 hours into refinishing them, but I think well worth it. They work beautiful. Plenty of storage space. I don't know why they're not latched. And then this is the area for the washer and dryer. My suggestion on that would be to eliminate the combo washer and dryer. Well, you got to anyway, it's antique. But I would just put a lower unit in here that does both, washes and dries, and then take the whole top of this cabinet and have it for extra storage. You'd have tons of storage for dry goods and canned goods and whatever kind of goods. And then up forward here is the crew quarters or captain's quarters or whatever you wish to call it. Couple light switches here I just clicked on. These are battery powered lights. And then you've got your 110 lights. There's a touch light. And then there's a couple halogen lights over here. You can turn on. And they're very roomy bunks, but it is a bunk. This is the forward shower. And it doesn't have a latch on that door, which it should have. I'm going to show you in there in a second. You're going to see how well this boat is built. These are a little narrower, very tricky to tile. This was my first tile job. Let's see if this will bring any light in here. Well, it's not going to let you see how nice. Let's see if it goes in night mode. No, sorry about that. But it is built like a tank. We didn't get a flashlight or I'll send you a picture of that, darn it. But you can see she's heavy duty. You'll see more in the engine room. That's your anchor locker, what that's called. That holds all the anchor line. Fill those. Then you also have a bathroom here. This one needs a new toilet. It's not set up on the same system, so I just disconnected it for now. That's where the toilet goes down there. It's all been redone, all grip finish. New sink. Have it all shut off right now. There's one fitting on the side when it gets hauled out that is for that sink that needs to be fixed. Very simple thing, but hard to do while it's in the water. Wanted to show you the cabinets up here. It's got full cabinets all the way around. Tons of storage room. A little bit of room there. Another one back here. Goes all the way back. Same thing on the other side. Tons of drawers there. And two more cabinets over there. That's a self-contained air conditioner that I put in just to give this room a little extra boost. And then it has another air conditioner here that is built into this cabinet that I built where the TV goes. That TV is not working right now. Engine room. Water system over here. I'm getting ready to put in a new pressure tank, that tank on the bottom there. Even though it looks good, it's not holding pressure. Back up, all new wiring in here. Just put in the LED lights, a little bright for the camera, but nice when you're working. There's your two 871 naturals. Air conditioning controls. Your air conditioner's over there. These are your two generators. I put little stools everywhere where you can just sit down everywhere to work on stuff. That's the charger for the 12-volt batteries. The big bank of batteries is actually in the back. Let me get back to see the generators. There's your batteries underneath here in storage. Battery switch up there. See how nice they look. All new hoses. If I can get back here. That's a battery powered light. This one is yellow. Ray cores. All your fuel manifold. Those two big valves are your two big tanks. And all the individual engines. The yellow handles are for oil changing. The shafts, both these shafts need to be pulled down and cleaned real good when it gets hauled out. Not a big deal, pretty common. All new strainers, those are $400 a piece. And then all new strainers. All this deck paneling was sandblasted. cleaned and painted. These are all new strainers. And my cushion for climbing back in there when we were doing the air conditioning. Your 2 AC pumps. And there's where we came in. Very simple engine room. These are electrical panels. You have your 110 stuff and your DC stuff. Got a couple new labels to make. The control panels for the generators. And that's your engine room. You got 3 switches there. One is DC lighting, which you can see is there. And then your blower. And then this is your AC lighting. But you really don't need the DC lighting. And we'll take a peek in the cockpit here. May not be able to leave this open long with the latches busted. Definitely windy out here. The India waves. Got a really nice cockpit. You see that's like 3-footers probably smacking us here, and the wood's not even wet. We just cleaned it. This needs to be all varnished. And those blue bolsters with the blue and white stripes go from over there in the corner, wherever it's kind of a cream color, all the way to there, and then all the way around over to here. There's the steps coming down. There's the sink. I think this is gonna... Dean, you right there? Thank you. You got cabinets underneath. The controls I would get rid of back here. It was for heavy duty fishing. Really wasn't a good idea. Nice sink underneath here. Now this is where I had a freezer in here. Didn't last long. I didn't realize we had an extra one. This thing needs scrubbed up. Let's use it. Fuck, that's just sitting in there doing nothing. Anyway, there's a compartment here for a freezer. Boy, it's blowing out here. Well, you're going to see the boat here. Here's the neighborhood. You can see why I don't like being on this end dock. That's an old Chris Craft roamer there. He's got a project from, I won't say the word, but he's got a good project going. Anyway, that's everything. There's Dean. That's my able-bodied assistant. You can see from the back here all the way to the tower. He's holding that door because there's one latch on the top of there. Pull it a little bit, just a little. You can see that. That latch right there, I gotta replace. I got 3 new ones actually. This piece of wood we're gonna refinish. Just redid all that varnish, just this left down here to do. And that's about the size of it. And this is what it looks like when it's a nicer day here. But I'm not going to do much more video, and Dean wanted an ending to our video. They got a fishing tournament going on here today. You see the water's a bit calmer today. One of the fishing racing team, whatever that thing is, has a fuel burning boat there. But I think your best bet would be to just come on down here and do like I do when I want to get away, and come right here. Sit down, put your foot up, you can't get your shoe on the table, and just enjoy, and you'll love this boat. So anyway, that's about all I can send you. If you got any questions, feel free to give me a call, man. Talk to you later.